No? What?
Like, we have to run over many people. We are in the bridge simulator game.
No, I'll read this one because it's kind of cool. I've been working as a truck driver for well over 10 years now, but I only recently changed company. I actually would have stayed in my own company, but when my friend Jake told me how much his company paid, I practically begged him to get me a job there. He referred me there and I got the job after a quick interview. The interview itself was very strange because I was asked some questions I didn't expect, like, have you ever abandoned your vehicle on the road? Are you afraid of the dark? And are you religious? Etc., etc. I answered everything truthfully and got hired right on the spot, so I didn't think twice about the oddity of the questions. My job was to transport dried meat products to a small town, and for some reason the company said it could only be done at night and that I had to be there by morning. I'm used to night shifts and the handsome pay more than compensated for it, so I didn't complain. When the time came for my first tour, Jake explained which route I should take to get to my destination, stating that the GPS was a little off. Before I entered the truck, he sent a message to my phone and told me to listen to it when I get on the road, since it explained some basic rules I should follow. I thanked him and started driving when I got on the old road which Jake told me to take. I opened the message he sent me and realized it was an audio recording from him. It said, "Hey Paul, welcome to the company."
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. Just trying to get you settled in on your first night. Now, I know you're an experienced truck driver, but our company has a list of rules you need to strictly follow while you're driving. I'm going to lay them out for you here, and you can make sure to follow them as best you can. I'll send you a text message so you can read the rules in case you aren't sure. Now, first of all, make sure to turn on your high beams and keep them on at all times. Since it's really dark on the road, you may notice that even with the lights on, it's really dark, but don't let that concern you. Within the first 10 miles, you'll see a dead-end sign ahead. Ignore it and just keep driving. If your lights start flickering by this point, speed up and drive as fast as you can until the flickering stops. You may see an old man hitchhiking by the road at this point. Make sure to stop your vehicle and ask him where he's going. If he says to the nearest town, let him in. If he says anything else, floor it and don't look back. If you do let him in, he'll remain quiet for about an hour while you're driving, and then he'll ask you to stop and let him out, despite being in the middle of nowhere. Do what he says, but once he's out, don't look at him while he's walking into the night. You should be well within the 20th mile by now. If you start to hear any banging or growling noises coming from the back of the truck, ignore them. They'll go away faster if you maintain a consistent driving speed, so try to do that. Before you reach the 30th mile, make sure to turn off your radio if it was on until now. Turning it down will not work, so make sure to turn it off. This is really important. By the 35th mile, your radio will suddenly turn on and will be at the highest volume. Now, it's really important that you pay attention here. If a song plays, any song, simply turn it down or off. But if you only hear static, stop your truck right away, turn off the engine, lie down on the seat, and close your eyes. Try to be still as possible and keep your eyes closed. You'll hear tapping on the windshield and roof, but you'll be okay as long as you keep your eyes closed. Even if you hear the truck door opening, don't move. Whatever opens them will close them in a few seconds after sniffing around. Once the noises around the truck stop, you can open your eyes slowly and look at your driver's window. If the window is fogged up, wait one more minute. Otherwise, you can sit back up and continue driving. By the 50th mile, you'll start to see something running along your truck on all fours on the side of the road. No matter how fast you go, it will always keep up with your truck, but it's advised you maintain at least a speed of 60 miles per hour. Try to keep your eyes on the road because there's a curve, after which the creature will be gone. If the creature is still following you after the curve, speed up and hope you lose it by the next curve. You only have 3 curves, so make them count. By the 70th mile, your truck will sputter to a halt. Remain as calm as you can and try restarting the engine as fast as you can. Don't look in the rearview mirror as the figures running towards your truck begin to get closer. Just start the engine, and as soon as you do, fly. You'll notice by mile 80 that it's getting really hot inside the truck. Don't bother with the air conditioning because it won't work. Try taking off your jacket, but don't open the window under any circumstances. Try not to fall asleep either, because even though the road goes straight, you may find yourself swerving off a cliff if you close your eyes. If you need to use the bathroom, only do it between the 85th and 90th mile, and make sure to keep your high beams on while doing it. Do not step off the road or out of the light. When you're done taking a leak, you may see someone move behind your truck just as you turn around. Don't try following them because you'll endlessly move around the truck just in time for them to always get by in the next corner, and they want you to stay outside as long as possible. If you hear a high-pitched scream in the distance while you're taking a leak, run to the back of the truck and floor it. I don't care if you piss your pants, but do not waste a second running back. Regardless of the mileage, at around 3 a.m. your phone will start ringing. Don't answer it no matter who it is, even me. The caller will try to get you to answer 3 times before sending you a message. Don't open the message either. Again, whoever it's from, ignore it. By the
Hello?
100th mile,
Hello, hello.
you may see a pair of beams from other vehicles in the distance moving towards you. If you do, turn off your lights immediately and wait for the other trucks to pass by. Once it does, you may turn your lights back on. Repeat for any other oncoming vehicles. Do not honk or do anything to attract their attention. Keep looking in the rearview mirror, and if you see the beams of the truck turning around coming back towards you, drive away as fast as you can and pray you are faster. Now, when you reach the 120th mile, you'll see a sign for a 20-mile-per-hour speed limit. Slow down to 20 miles per hour and do not go over that speed, since the sound can attract unwanted attention. At around mile 130, you may see a woman waving and asking for your help. Do not slow down and try not to even look at her. Once she's behind you, look in the rearview mirror. If she's still on the road, you're safe. If she's gone, just look straight and don't even think about looking at the passenger seat. Once you reach the 140th mile, you're safe from here. It's a straight shot to your destination. Don't try to turn your truck around at any point while you're on the road because you'll end up driving until you're out of gas, and if that happens, you're as good as dead. Don't use the GPS until you reach the town either, because it will take you to an old dirt road, which will have you driving in a loop. And then it's just once you reach the employees, you'll get there.
You know what? I don't think I would take that job. Seems like a lot of hoops to jump through.
No, fuck that.
I just feel like, you know, there's probably better jobs out there. Is Hayden here? Hello?
Hayden got killed.
Dude, Markiplier, look at this. Check this out.
Hello, once again, audience. It's me when I'm Markiplier.
It's pink, too. What's Markiplier been up to? How relevant is he now?
Let me go check.
I'm assuming it's like kind of like game theory. You know, it's still around, just not as big as it used to be.
25.1 million subscribers. And his most recent video 5 hours ago got 500k views.
Shit, in 5 hours?
Yeah.
That's actually pretty good.
What up, man?
But also 1 day ago, his video from 1 day ago got 600k.
Oh.
Do you remember 1999? That was a pretty good one. Pretty good
Yeah,
one.
that one was good. It was really long.
You missed Cole's
Yeah.
trucker one.
And then
did you hear?
I wasn't talking. Abandoned from Disney is that awful one. The tape from Treasure Island is a good one, bro. This one, dude.
Markiplier still gets some views. His coronavirus video got 3 million.
Is he crying in it?
No, he says, it's just, let's talk about coronavirus. Let me
Wash
watch it.
your hands. He says it like how Markiplier would say it.
Markiplier says
It's
it how like
Markiplier.
Markiplier would say it.
First off, I want to say I'm not a medical professional. Yep.
Yeah.
Why does Markiplier feel like he needs to go and say, like, how to stop the coronavirus?
Did you see?
Who's gonna listen to Markiplier?
Have you seen the like game theory live thing that's like, here we're gonna defeat cancer. I think I've sent the image of it before. It was really funny. It's just
At
like a
one
live
point,
stream.
I was actually thinking about becoming like one of those like creepypasta reading / SCP reading channels.
Dude, you read SCP? You read those too, bro?
Bro, me and Zach have this cringy ass binder at his house. We were so into SCP, like as like younger kids.
SCP cool, bro.
We had like those like thick ass like
I hate
white
the fandom,
binders.
though.
Yeah, SCP
We had-
was really bad.
We had those like
goofy ones.
we had those thick ass like white binders, and we had them like filled with printouts of all the SCPs. Even the like lame ass one, like 5, which wasn't that like the key, and it literally is just a key. That's all it does.
What does it open?
I don't remember.
Doors.
Here, let me go to the
Boxes.
What's the goofiest SCP that you can think of?
probably the Wii.
420J.
Yeah,
dude.
420. I immediately went to the Wii too. It's literally just a joint. I thought aren't all SCPs made by like people? Like,
Yeah, they're like user submitted.
was the first series user submitted? I can't remember.
I don't know.
because all the newer ones are just stupid.
Oh yeah, there's there's
But,
a,
Series 1
I saw one.
is
There's
like kind of like
There's one. It was like about the portal gun. There's an SCP about the portal gun. It
Yeah,
was
this
written
is
by
so
like a
stupid.
9-year-old. It was like
They've gotten so-
It makes an orange and blue portal, and you go through it, and it is cool.
they've gotten so out of hand. Dado's brain exploso not the dude that make your brains have a explosion.
It's like if Wikipedia was completely unmonitored. You know?
I tried to make an SCP once, I think, but it has so much you have to do.
what was it about?
I don't even remember. At one
tried to
point,
make my own
I wanted to be
comic
like that. I wanted to be one of those like I read SCPs and Creepypasta YouTubes because I thought that'd be really easy.
I like
mean,
the
kinda.
direction your YouTube channel went.
Where I just post awful videos.
I like the Indian Final Fantasy one.
I gotta smash my desk with my foot.
SCP-043, The Beetle. It's a vinyl
Huh?
copy of the White Album.
Wait, what?
This is one of the original ones too. SCP-43 requires no special containment, although it is recommended that SCP-043 not be used for purposes other than testing. SCP-043 appears to be a vinyl copy of the White Album by the Beatles. However, upon closer inspection, the record has no grooves. In spite of this, the record will play from start to finish, regardless of the starting position of the needle. When the 29th track is reached, instead of playing Revolution 9, the disc stops spinning and faint breathing can be heard. Occasionally, the entity responsible for the breathing will speak in a male voice. The entity will respond to questions and show profound encyclopedic knowledge of the music industry, musical theory, and obscure trivia about many bands and artists. However, the entity refuses to answer questions regarding the Beatles or its own personal details.
Dude, I have a White Album that looks almost exactly like that picture one, dude. Except it's American print.
Didn't Chris think
okay.
the White Album was a Weezer album?
Yeah, I said, guys, I'm buying the White Album.
I mean, technically,
And then he was like, he DM'd me. Well, even though we were in a call, he's like, the White Album is a really good choice. And then I showed him the album the next day, and he's like, I thought you were talking about the Weezer one.